There's no harness, collar, leash, or headgear that's going to stop your dog from pulling without any training that actually leaves them comfortable. Now, what I mean by that is that a lot of people will get different harnesses, different things like Haltis and figures of 8 and things like that. And they'll get them because the adverts have told them, like, you put this on your dog, no training required, the dog will stop pulling. In most instances, this doesn't happen. The dog just keeps pulling. But in a few instances, it does stop the dog from pulling, but they're not comfortable with it. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples here from my own experience, and it might make it a bit easier to understand. So many clients will come to us for leash pulling. That's probably one of the most popular things that we help people with. And so there's been times where I've been to people's houses and they've opened a cupboard or they've got a box out and they'll be like, look, I have tried every piece of gear available and this dog still pulls. And they'll be pulling out different harnesses, Haltis, figures of 8, slip leads, choke chains, like everything, like martingales. They'll pull out everything from this box or this cupboard, just shows none of this works. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to. You need training. It's not just about the gear. But in other instances, we've had clients where they've said, look, my dog doesn't pull as long as I've got a Halti on or a figure of 8, but they don't enjoy it. And that's really what I'm trying to get at here, is that some tools will stop your dog from pulling. I'd not say it's few and far between. Like, it does work for some dogs, but they're not comfortable. And think about it. Why do you take your dog for a walk? Well, because you want them to enjoy it. But if they're in pain, if they're being irritated, if something's uncomfortable, they're not enjoying it. All right. I've seen dogs where they're walking along the street and they're constantly pawing at the figure of 8 or the Halti or whatever to get it off. That's not fun. All right, that's not fun. You wouldn't want to walk around the street or in a park with something on that's uncomfortable. Don't expect your dog to, okay? If your dog's pulling, do some training. I mean, personally, when I have sessions with people and we're doing things for walking, I'll assess the dog, I'll see what the relationship is between the dog and the person, and I'll recommend a tool. It might be a certain leash or it might be a certain collar. And then I'll say, right, let's look at method. What can we do to get your dog to stop pulling? And first of all, we work on things like leash tension and things like that, and then get a little bit further and we work on things like engagement, and then you can get a nice organic heel and things like that. But it really is about the right tool for the dog and the training method. It's not about just finding this fix-it-all tool, because like I say, even if you get a tool that stops your dog from pulling without any training, they're probably uncomfortable. And like I say, a dog pulling on the leash, that's a symptom. All right, that's a symptom of a problem. That's a symptom that the relationship between you and your dog isn't quite where it should be. Having said all that, I hope you enjoyed this video.